Alright, let's keep going north. Maybe we'll find something there that will help with that altar. Because, I don't know. I don't know what exactly to do there. But maybe we'll find something that will just, you know, make us understand what's going on there. Because sometimes some things aren't really meant to be cleared yet, which is fine. Oh, wait, let's... that seems more interesting to me. This, oh, right, that's where the Elven Guardian was, who told us we can enter, and Alexander is in there, and we are allowed to fight him. Temple of Tyr Candelius. Knight of Tyr Candelius and Woomera, let's talk to you.
The bear gives you a serious look. She opens her mouth wide, her great fangs on display for you. Then she clears her throat.
Can I ask you a philosophical question?
Of course.
Doesn't that depend on the weather? Anyway, if a tree falls in a forest and the whole place is covered in death fog, does anyone care?
Suggest she has the question wrong. It's does anyone here? Tell her people care. All over the world there are still people who care. You care. Rue that people have worries of their own. Tell her no one cares. No one cares at all. Hero option, you can tell she was hurt. Ask gently who hurt her. Ask her if a fish needs a mechanical horse. I'll go with the number 2 here.
She gives you a long, wet-eyed look. Her lip begins to tremble, which on a bear is an impressive sight. She tries not to cry.
I thought no one cared. I thought no one cared but elves and bears. This gives me hope, this does. Lots of hope. Oh, thank you.
With a sigh, she turns away.
You're welcome. Like, bears are absolutely dangerous animals, but just so cute too. Can't really be mean to a bear. I mean, in real life that's probably gonna have some serious consequences, but also I just don't want to. The Lost Knight, Priestess of Duna. Okay, let's talk to the people here. Priestess of Duna. Oh, you're a traitor.
The priestess is oblivious to you. Instead, she's locked in frantic, desperate prayer.
Almighty Duna, save your children, deliver us from the void. Almighty Duna, save your children, deliver us from the void. Almighty Duna.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Adopt a commanding tone and proclaim that you, Duna, have answered her call. What does she want? I don't know about that one. Oh.
The priestess breaks off her prayer just long enough to shoot you a look of disgust.
Get away from me, foul blasphemer!
Okay, Beast, do you want to talk to her?
The priestess is oblivious to you. Instead, she's locked...
Almighty Duna, save your children, deliver us from the void. Almighty Duna, save your children, deliver us from the void. Almighty Duna.
Your inner god whispers an ancient blessing in a long-forgotten dwarven dialect to you. You repeat it to the priestess.
The priestess's eyes widen as she recognizes the incantation. She bows hurriedly.
Duna is at your side. I will pray for you.
Okay, that's better. You are the Lost Knight.
Ho there, hopeful. I belong to Tyr Candelius. To whom are you sworn?
Tell him you'll swear to all of them if you can find them. Lie, you're sworn to Tyr Candelius. Tell him you're sworn to no god. Tell him you're sworn to Saul Stisser, and he should be too. Ask to trade. Laugh and turn away. You don't want to get into that barrel of apples. Oh, I'm not really... Am I sworn to Saul Stisser? I don't really want to be.
From within you comes a jab of protest.
Can I interest you in a short discussion about the merits of Tirsen Dilius, the poet of the woods, the god of the elves, and others?
The being inside you rumbles a very clear no.
Change the subject. Ask if he has anything to trade. Bid him to tell you about his god. Note that he's no elf. Ask why Alyssa would devote himself to Dias and Delius. Sure, tell me about it.
When she learned that I could not crush my own compassion, Zolstissa deserted me. She deserted all of us.
A voice within suggests he just wasn't good enough. He didn't know enough, hadn't developed his powers as best he should, wasn't ruthless enough. He failed because of himself.
I renounced her, and Tirsen Dilius came to me. He soothed me with his gentle words, and I was whole once more. He could do the same for you, if you would have him when you fail.
Tell him you don't intend to fail.
No one ever does. But so far, no one has found the ruthlessness their gods demand. Me, I serve Tirsen Dilius. I am at your service. How may I help you?
He takes a deep breath, then bows to you.
I was not ruthless enough to be divine. I could not earn entry to the Council's great academy, but I may serve those who may, if they serve Tirsen Dilius. How can I help you?
Ask what he may spare for you. What he may spare you for the fight ahead.
If it may help you, I wish you well.
Okay, there's some items in here. What's this? This is a one-handed mace, +2 strength, +1 single-handed, +5 critical chance, +5 accuracy. Could be decent. We'll see. Crossbow I don't really need. A dagger, also not really what we require. This could be decent, but I think we're fine in that regard. I don't think there's a lot that we actually really need. Let's see. What other things do we have? Whirlwind. We have Thick of the Fight. Gain a 10% damage boost for every nearby character or totem, including yourself. The more the merrier. Okay, that could be good. Provoke. Phoenix Dive. Overpower. Deal 405 to 442 physical damage. If your physical armor is higher than your opponent's, destroy all their physical armor. Can set knockdown. Damage is based on your basic attack and receives bonus from strength. I mean, that could be quite good. I'll keep that in mind. Guardian Angel. Allies in melee range redirect 50% of received damage to you. Okay. Battle Stomp we already know. Onslaught. 1 second. Sorry, my voice gets a bit rough sometimes. Okay. Onslaught, we already know this skill. We should do that at some point as well. And Rage. Motivate an allied character with the power of Rage. Target allied character is guaranteed to land critical hits with basic attacks and weapon skills, but is muted. Clears Taunted, Terrified, Charmed, and Clear-Minded status. Okay. Deflective Barrier, sure. Crippling Blow, we know. Challenge. Mark target enemy. If they die in the next 2 turns, you are healed and receive damage and armor bonuses. If target survives, they receive the bonuses and caster receives damage. I don't know. Bouncing Shield. Throw your shield at an enemy, dealing 0 to 3 physical damage. Shield can bounce to another enemy in 5-meter range. Oh, I don't... Oh, based on the physical armor of your shield. Okay, so because I don't wear a shield, it is 0 to 3 physical damage because I don't have one. Blitz Attack we have, and Battering Ram we have. These aren't really anything we can do. It's all like Huntsman stuff. We don't have that. So there isn't really that much that we need from you.
Almighty Duna, hear my
Do I
prayer.
want Overpower?
Save your children.
I mean, I can buy that. and
Useless.
I'll sort through some equipment that I can sell. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Bunch of stuff getting sold. And that does it. Alright. I wish you well. And he bows. Okay, now let's talk to you, Lizard Monk.
Have you been to the temple of Zol Stissa? Is the King's Knight safe? Is Zol Stissa's chosen champion safe?
An angry rumble from within tells you Solstice is less than impressed with his devotees' devotion. Tell the monk that he should never have abandoned the temple. Tell him the temple stands and all is well. Tell him you found a knight of the kin there, but he was already dead. Remember the master of the House of Shadows and Shudder. Tell the priest amazing things are happening at the temple. Tell him you found a knight of the kin there, but he was already dead.
Such dreadful news. I thank you for your kindness, but I fear that all is lost. I shall pray for his redemption, and for ours.
He lowers his head, closes his eyes, and silently begins to pray. His head stays bowed, his eyes stay closed, his lips move in silent prayer.
Okay, now I think there was another path to go. Are there still people over there as well? Yeah, there's some people over here. Let's see who that would be. It's Trade the Merchant and Jawbone the Merchant. Let's talk to them.
Make trade.
The creature runs a black tongue across its maw while staring at you hungrily. For a brief moment, you see row upon row of jagged teeth stretching right back to its gullet.
Where did it come from?
A distant, hungry place. Your war draws me. Make trade, or leave.
What exactly are you? Can I... Okay, later then. I'll browse the wares. Let's see if there's anything good in here. Laser ray scroll. Oh, that's what the slug does, right? Let's see. Fortify scroll, healing ritual scroll, summon oil blob scroll, poison wave scroll, resurrection scroll, peace of mind, restoration, laser ray. Okay, blinding radiance, chain lightning. Shoot a stunning bolt of lightning that forks up to 8 times in 8-meter radius and deals 266 to 292 air damage to each target. Okay, that could be good. I could teach that to Beast maybe. Dazing bolt. An electrical bolt falls from the sky, dealing 112 to 134 air damage to characters in the area and setting shocked status. Set shock for 1 turn. 1 memory slot, damages based on your level and receives bonuses from intelligence. Arrow Surge. I mean, that could be good. Let's put that in there. Closed circuit. A static cloud on the edge of the spell. I don't know where the edges of the spell are, but I don't really like having static clouds. Uncanny evasion. Target character's dodging is increased by 90% and movement speed is increased by 20%. Okay, set evading for 1 turn. I think that's okay. Favorable winds control the forces of nature, increasing the movement speed of you and your allies by 1.5 meters as long as your allies stay within 10 meters of you. Thunderstorm, I think we found something like that before. Electrical discharge, that's just a classic. Losa has that. Nether swap, make 2 characters switch places. One of the characters can be you. Okay. Could be good. If I need to move someone to like a crowd of people, maybe I could... I'll buy it. I don't know if I'm gonna use it. Arcane Stitch. Fully restore target character's magic armor. Removes frozen, stunned, petrified, plague, Suffocating, poison, burning, necrophile, terrified, silenced, taunted, and mad. Okay. Costs some money, but I just made a lot of money. I'll buy it. I don't know if I'll teach it. Tornado I have. Teleportation I have. Superconductor. This could be good too. Obviously I need more memory to actually have all those. Shocking Touch we have on Beast. Pressure Spike we have the book for. Healing Ritual seems fine, but I don't really need it. Cryogenic Stasis. Target ally enters cryogenic stasis. Though incapacitated, they become immune to all damage and heal over time. Removes shackles of pain. Soothing Cold. Regenerate magic armor. Okay. Armor of Frost. Global Cooling we have. Hailstorm I think we have as a book now. Deep Freeze I think we have as well. Restoration I think we should have. Rain Losa already has. Ice Fan I think we have. Icebreaker, right, we have that book as well. Hailstrike Losa has. Steamlance Losa has already learned. Winter Blast Losa has learned. And there's some more runes. Let's balance that offer. And there we go. Take or leave. Now what exactly are you? Can we... Doesn't really tell us much about the creature. Okay, that's fine. Let's talk to Jawbone.
A customer. Perhaps you'd like to trade. Find something to safeguard your...
His lascivious eyes flick over you to skin-crawling effect.
vulnerable flesh.
That always seems rude to me. But I'll ask nonetheless.
A distant place called Nemesis. I couldn't resist the lure of this world, though. Such bloodshed and despair truly does loosen purse strings.
Is that Raphael's voice again? I know the voice actor for Raphael in Baldur's Gate 3 did voice something in this game, though it only said voice on the IMDb page for this game. So I don't know which roles exactly. Is that so probably multiple minor characters? I think that's him again. Let's take a look at the wares. Now what do you have here? There's a cursed cluster grenade. Okay. Grenades are useful, I think. Cursed poison flask. I could buy another one of those. Oil flask. Ah, sure, why not? Let's see. Black shroud. Okay, we need necromancer for that. Create a cloud of cursed smoke in an area. No. Raise bloated corpse. It can explode, dealing physical damage. Decaying touch. Living on the edge. Death wish. Raise bone widow we have. Bone cage. Bloodsucker. Grasp of the starved. I think we have a book for that. Infect. Mosquito swarm. Totems of the necromancer we have. Shackles of pain we have. Silencing stare. Destroy magic armor and silence all enemies within a cone. Apotheosis we have. Bull's horn. Magnificent horns sprout from your forehead, making you see red. You can rush at your enemies and gore them. Increases retribution ability by 1 for the duration. Incompatible with Medusa head. Okay. Chameleon cloak we have. Chicken claw we have. Forced exchange. Exchange vitality percentages with target character. Heart of steel. Spider legs we have. Skin graft. Reset all cooldowns. Removes burning, necrophile, poison, and bleeding. We don't really have any polymorph stuff though. We don't have polymorphers. There's Medusa head. Snakes grow out of your head, giving you a petrifying aura and the petrifying visage skill. Incompatible with bull's horns. Okay? Summon oily blob we have. Equalize. Vitality and armor percentages of characters in target area are summed up and redistributed equally. Flayskin. Destroy magic armor on target character. Set stats that halves resistances. Okay. Could be decent, but again, polymorph we don't really know how to do. Terrain transmutation. Target 2 circular areas. Swap surfaces and clouds. Huh. Tentacle lash. You know, there's some cool things there, but again, it's polymorph. Oh, this could be good. +6 initiative. Okay. It does the same amount of physical damage, but +6 initiative could be really good. The critical chance is lower, and we don't get the bonus for two-handed. We also deal some magical damage, just in case. Set chilled and crippled could be good. Is that better than atrophy? Atrophy is also very good. I think I want to buy it. I do think so. What is this? A one-handed sword, Marauder, +2 strength, suffocating, bleeding, +5 critical hit chance. To be honest, Beast doesn't use the melee weapon all that much. Another one-handed mace, a dagger, fine quaff? Coif? I don't know how to pronounce that. Plus finesse, pyrokinetic, geomancer, and necromancer requires finesse. No, thank you. Coat of conjuring. I don't know if this outclasses what we have. It's hard to see. I can't swap between people without resetting everything. That's a strength one. I mean, that does look good, but it's also incredibly expensive. Trousers of Thaumaturge, water resistance, leadership. That's fine. It's good, but also we are reaching the limits of our money at some point soon. Valuable ring, smooth belt. You know, I think we're fine. Like, this would be good, but look at the price tag. I think I'm just gonna balance the offer and buy this for now. We could come back here to buy this at some point, but we can't afford it right now. I'll take my leave. Now let's see. The items we got, you know, these things, what else? It was this sword, right. I think I'll just equip this. Initiative can be so valuable. Just getting to move first is just very good, you know? So I'll take that. Now we can go between those places. Now who's over
This is
here?
incredible. What a structure.
It's
There might be
true.
nothing left like this in the world. Not since Lucian used the death fog on the elves.
The last forest tiger. Okay, hello there.
Eyes closed, the tiger seems to be praying.
I am the last of my hide, my stripe, my streak. All of us but I fell dead in the mist when the true legs had their war. I pray to thee to bring us back, to save us from our end.
Is that Melody's voice again? I'm always glad to hear that voice. I think she's great.
She cocks her head to listen to a voice you cannot hear.
If the covenant be in good faith, O black-winged god, and all the forest tigers shall return, then I shall accept your...
Wait, tell her not to listen to the voice. Watch to see what happens next. Don't listen to that voice.
She opens her eyes and turns to you.
Or what? Shall you kill me with your fog of death like you did my cousins? This is our only chance to live.
Promise her that when you are divine, you shall make sure the forest tigers are restored. Tell her if she swears the covenant, she may never get her true self back. Tell her that the covenant is a lie, it brings only death. My fellow Americans, we will bring back the forest tigers. Well, our success impossible.
You, divine, as if. And even if you were divine, look at what the last one did. Lucian brought nothing but death to the forests. No, your word is worthless.
She closes her eyes. A low growl rises in her throat.
They all shall die, my king, and I shall start.
She stares directly at you and bares her teeth.
With the she-lizard.
Oh, I'd prefer not to kill the last of a species. Oh no. That is very unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. I'd really prefer not to. But, like, I'm not really left with a choice here. No, this feels bad. Not gonna lie, this feels real bad. Don't really want to light a tiger on fire, if I'm being honest. Let's try this new attack. Let's see. There we go. Sorry, tiger. I really would have preferred it if this didn't happen. There's some intestines, a claw, and a fang.
The ghostly tiger bares her teeth at you, a triumphant glint in her eye.
When the God King brings the forest tigers back, and we rise to rule, you shall be the first to die.
And what if I bring the forest tigers back?
For you, there shall be no return.
I'll leave you here. Alright, I think I'll just take a look at this place up here. Is there anything of note? There's some whisperwood. This doesn't seem to be anything. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it here because I have to edit this down and upload it within the next hour and a half. So the first episode of this session goes up in time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.